Have you always been craving romance in your games? Like you need more romance or just want more of it? I've always noticed that the romantic or dating aspects are often one of the main or most wanted features in games, especially live sim and farming sim games. For example, look at Fields of Mistria. Everyone was so hype about Marge, the cute tsundere character, and even I was totally captivated. Or take my time at Sandrock. Fans were obsessed with Logan when he showed up for the first time. He wasn't even romanceable at first, but the demand was so high that the devs finally made him a love interest. And don't even get me started on Love and Deep Space. That game went viral for its hot, cute romance content. The passionate, sweet moments in that game can make anyone squeal, especially us, girls. But here's the thing. A lot of players, especially in Love and Deep Space, went in expecting pure romance only to find themselves stuck grinding, fighting, and pulling gacha just to get that dose of romance they wanted. Yes, it's totally worth it. But wow, that's a lot of effort and money for just a few romantic scenes. But what if I told you there's a way to experience a game that focuses almost entirely on romance? Forget grinding. You're handed the heart fluttering, butterfly inducing romance you crave, along with a story that pulls you in. That's why I have to introduce you more to the world of Otome games, a genre all about love, relationships, and immersive storytelling that you might just be missing out on. Art Club XL, where romance meets Nihongo. Before that, if you like visual novel or Otome games, or if you want to learn Japanese with Otome games and experience some heart fluffy romance, I suggest you to subscribe to this channel and follow my Twitch because I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. As I mentioned earlier, I've realized how big the demand for romantic elements is in games. So it makes me wonder why Otome games aren't even more popular given how much people want this. Sure, the Otome genre is gaining momentum in the West, but I really believe the community could be even bigger, especially with visual novels focused on romance. Okay, so what exactly are otome games? Otome games are a genre centered around story-based romance, where you play as a female protagonist, and one of your main goal is to develop romantic relationships with the male or sometimes female love interest. If you've ever had a second lead syndrome in a drama or movie, no worries, you won't have that problem here because you can actually romance all the love interests. Each route gives you a chance to explore a different character's story, background, and romance. What really sets Otome games apart is that they're designed to deliver romance in its purest form. Unlike other genres where romance is often just a side plot or something to unlock, in Otome games, the entire experience revolves around the relationships you build. The characters are written to make you fall in love with them. Each route offers a different romance experience, and the choices you make lead to unique interactions and multiple endings. So, whether you like the cold, aloof types that gradually warm up to you, or the sweet best friend who's always been by your side, or even the mysterious, dangerous character that pulls you into an adventure, Otome games have it all. The romance doesn't feel like an afterthought. It's the heart and soul of the story. And let's not forget the emotional depth. Otome games often deal with complex themes: trust, heartbreak, and self discovery. You're not just playing for the happy ever after. This game takes you through the ups and downs of relationships, making that final romantic moment even more rewarding. Think of games like Color X Malice, where the stakes are high as you solve mysteries while falling in love, or Amnesia, where you piece together memories and slowly rediscover your relationship with the love interest. But now, let's clear up a big misconception about Otome games. Otome games are not anime dating simulators. I know, many people said this, even Otome gamers or me have said that in the past because we don't know how to explain it. And when people hear that, they might think, what? You're dating an anime boy? Seriously? Honestly, if I didn't know Otome games and someone told me that, I would probably freak out too. But it's not like that at all. Otome games are so much more than that, and that's the misunderstanding I want to clear up. First of all, in Otome games, you are not the character. You play as a distinct protagonist, often a fully fleshed out heroine with her own personality, backstory, and struggles where you control how her journey unfolds. It's like guiding the lead in your romance novel, manga, or anime. Like, how cool is that? And the beauty of Otome games is that while the story centers around the protagonist's love interest, you, as the player, influence the course of the story. The heroine interacts with these potential allies, and your decisions shape how her relationships evolve as the story progresses, you feel yourself becoming immersed in their emotional journey. The struggles, the sweet moments, the tension, and the connection between the main character and the allies. And here's the thing, it's not just about dating for the sake of romance. The choices you make can lead to a wide range of endings happy endings, bittersweet moments, or even tragic outcomes. Some decisions might cause the love interest or the heroine herself to meet a devastating fate. That's what makes Otome games so engaging. The stakes are real and your choices carry weight. Instead of just reading or watching the romance unfold, you control the flow. You see the characters' vulnerabilities, their growth, and you watch as their bond with the protagonist deepens in a way that feels genuinely earned. It's a level of emotional immersion that can be way more intense than most people expect. It's in a whole other level that even made me want to learn Japanese just for the sake of playing otome games. Okay, now you might think otome games are only for women. But that's not entirely true. Romance is universal, and more people, regardless of gender, are starting to explore otome games. It's about experiencing a well written love story, and anyone can appreciate that. The genre is growing, and even more localizations are coming to the West. So it's a perfect time to dive in. If you're new to Otome games and aren't sure where to start, I already make a full guide video for you to watch. Otome games are available on multiple platforms including Nintendo Switch, PC, and mobile, so there's always a way to enjoy them no matter what system you prefer. So, if you're tired of otome games where you have to fight or grind for your romantic moments, there are many otome games where you don't need to. You can simply immerse yourself in the story. For those who are just discovering the genre, otome games offer a refreshing change. They provide a rich emotional experience where romance is front and center. Trust me, once you start, you'll be hooked. Now tell me, have you tried otome games before, or are you a fan of romance in other genres? Let me know in the comments and let's talk about it.